Hello, guys. Good evening. I hope this week was one of a kind. Well, it was one of a kind for me, and I hope it's same for you as well. This week we actually had the market wasn't actually giving us its hand. Well, for some reason, we are still at war, so we would be going through these emotional roller coasters. And for people who have been in this space for quite a while, we brace ourselves for these times. And remember when we had the tariffs, those were terrible times. But the markets, as it always bounced back, and so it will. Okay, now we find ourselves in a turbulent time, and like many moments in history during these periods of transition, now the government may either inform us as it sees fit or attempt to keep us unaware of what is truly going on. And honestly, we are all asking the question, what is going on? And we don't have the answers. Now, we don't have the answers. One thing is for certain, and that is our paychecks and our salaries, which often seems to be disappearing as soon as they arrive in our bank accounts. Now, many life decisions are weighed against our financial situation, and sometimes this results in a delay or even sometimes things being just totally ignored. And the most discouraging aspect is that you have this lingering thought that I did everything right. So what's the deal here? What's going on? And sometimes you may feel stuck, which if the story sounds familiar, you are not alone. I can assure you of that. You are not alone. And many people come to realize that their source of income is actually quietly dictating the rhythm of their lives. Okay, and this is actually fairly so. For mothers, which I am one, I have three kids that I have to fend for, one in high school, private school, and then I have a 4 and a 3-year-old. Now, somebody in my position, you can afford to take a second job and spend countless hours at work or these it's not just feasible. For that reason, I think this is precisely the reason why we need to learn how to invest. And learning how to invest, we actually invest a portion of our income into the stock markets. This is how the system works. Now, if you get to know how the system works, you work accordingly to your favor. All right. Now, this is not to jeopardize your account or just take reckless risk, but this is to create an additional stream of income for yourself. And this second income doesn't just pad your bank account, it also provides you the flexibility to handle life's obligation as it comes without the fear of delaying stuff. All right. And it seems that with most conversations that I've had with people, it sounds like we have full-time jobs, we live in constant fear, which shouldn't be. And it shouldn't be because we have to create a leverage whereby at least we know that though the money comes through, we have made a decision to help accelerate or grow the money that comes through. All right. Now, I don't want our paycheck to control our lives. For that reason, yes, these are turbulent times, but these are also the times that people make smart decisions by selecting quality stocks when they are undervalued. For that reason, our channel is the name of our channel. We discount invest. So we find quality stocks that are undervalued and then we buy them. And when the opportunity arrives, we capitalize on it. We buy heavy when the stock is undervalued. And then as the price or start getting expensive, we DC it gradually and slowly into the stocks that we are looking to buy. So guys, with that being said, let's dive into today's. Now, before I dive into today's objective, let's have a quick recap. So far, we have made the agreement one, two, that this year we are actively going to invest. So one, we have made the agreement to open a brokerage account. Secondly, we have funded that account. And thirdly, we have been able to build our watch list and actually select a few healthy stocks that is of interest to us, and we are going to start buying those stocks. But as good stewards, we are buying these stocks at a discount. All right. So, secondly, we have learned about our support resistance. Recall that the last session that we had, we actually were able to focus on two indicators. I recall telling you the story that when I started investing, I had to literally go through each chart and identify my support, my resistance. So support is where I would like to buy. Resistance is where people are looking to sell. So my support, we buy our support. We buy when the price is low. We buy low, we sell high. All right? That's how simple the game is. All right? And then, so we spoke about support resistance, and we also spoke about the smart money concept. Let's go smart money concept, where we actually have these stocks. We actually have where smart money is trying to buy and where smart money is selling these stocks. Now, we also went through our time frames, and with the time frames, we went through the 1 minute, the 2 minutes, 3 minutes. We went through 4 hours, the day. We went through day, weeks, months. We did all that. So our time frames, we spoke about that. Now we spoke about the dates. So previously, we are looking at years of a stock. So this is the history that tells us the performance of a stock. We have done that as well. So we spoke about the support and resistance. We spoke about our useful indicators. Now, what we are going to do today is that we are going to take a trade. All right. And in taking a trade, I would shift my attention. All right. So I was saying that for some reason, I'm not sure what's going on with Palantir. Palantir, if we are able to breach $120, the likelihood of Palantir falling to the $100, $90 range is very high. And you could see that smart money is actually looking to buy Palantir here at $80. But let's see how it performs. But guys, if Palantir falls this much, you buy hand over fist. All right. So let's go to Netflix. I'm using Netflix as an example. We started buying Netflix when it was trading around $90. And it fell to 70, 75, 76. And I think that was when they had the Netflix and the Paramount case going back and forth. So after that was wrapped up, the stock actually shot and we retraced and it's back up. So we are making higher highs on Netflix right now. So I'm going back to TradeStation and just a little orientation here. We are actually looking at the ticker symbols, and our objective today is to make a trade. So if you would like to make a trade, by now I know that you have your ticker symbols ready. And here you see that it tells me symbols. So I have actually put Netflix in there. And quantity, how many shares of Netflix am I looking to buy? Now, I'm looking to buy quantity to execute. I'm looking to buy only 10 shares. So right here, let me put it right here, 10. Now, it asks the type. There are two types that orders are executed. We have the limit and then the market. So limit is mostly telling you that I want to buy the stock, but I would like to buy it at this price. And you can set your limit price. And market is that I would like to buy the stock, but I would like to buy it during the market session. So regardless of how much the stock is being traded for, I would like it to be executed at this price. All right, that's about it. So market price, I'm getting this. So right now, Netflix is, what's the last Netflix was traded? Netflix was traded 103. So if I say market price, at the time that the order is being executed, how whatever price it is, that's the price I would like to get. Okay. But limit price, which I mostly like to set limit price. Why? Because we are good stewards and we try to get things at a discount. So we have the limit price and the quantity we've set. So right here, for it tells you the estimated cost, which is $1,000. For that, it doesn't matter. If you want to get 5 stocks, you want to get 2 stocks, whatever, you can put it there. It's according to this order is according to your financial strength. So don't worry about that. All right. So for the price, we chose the limit price and then duration. So duration tells you that for, if I say day, meaning that this trade should be executed today, which is the time when market is in session, day plus, and then we have good to cancel. I mostly do good to cancel because for limit price, sometimes it takes a while for the order to execute. So I give myself, and most brokerage, sometimes they do 90 to 180 days. So for this, the price that I have set for myself to buy to execute. So mostly I do good to cancel. All right. And then the bid, they have the bid and then the ask. Now let me tell you the difference between these two. All right. So the bid would be mostly be what if I'm buying, this is the price that I would like to buy. And if I'm selling, the 103.22 is how much sellers would like to sell it. So the bidding is my buying price. If I need to sell it, is the asking price. All right. So this is just a fairly brief orientation. Now, as time goes on, every brokerage is different, but these languages are the same across board. So just ticker symbol that you are buying, order type, your limit price, and then you set your limit price. Market, you want the order to be executed when market is in session. You put the quantity that you would like to buy. The route, forget it, mostly I keep it at intelligence. So it should automate it whichever route it want to take. And the duration, if you want to put limit price, always remember, you want it to be good to cancel. That means you want this order to stay in till you cancel it or till its time of expiration. All right. Now, from time to time, we would go through some of the trades whereby you can stage your trade. And that's when you do have the bracket order, order cancel order, order sends order. And we also will be reviewing how we can tailor ourselves towards risk management, because this field, as much it's a field and it's a beautiful thing, I can watch the stock market 24/7 without being bored, but then there is risk to every trade that you take. So risk management is very important as well. All right, so guys, till I come your way, stay invested and go prosper. All right, have a good night.